What is going on, stargazers? I know that you guys are doing good wherever this video finds you. And remember, even if you're not in a good place right now, it does not mean that you're going to stay there. Okay, guys, so I'm going to do a quick little message because you know how that goes for me when I say that. But I want to say you guys should be seeing colors like this: blues, pinks, yellow, green, very opal. You guys should be seeing symbols of pyramids, triangles. But I want to say there's something definitely going on with the mouth. And I want to say that maybe you're being guided to go ahead and be colorful with the way that you speak. And even if someone comes against you, that doesn't mean that you have to go down to that energy to go ahead and basically say something. Basically, if my mouth doesn't say it, my face will, but even that can be authentic because it's better for me not to say anything. And if I show an emotion through my face, well, I prefer that. But it's always about knowing that you always have to go ahead and want to do better, to want to go ahead and just be authentic, guys. That's all I'm going to say. Because if you are irritant and you act up, because this is life can sometimes do that to us. If we act out, that doesn't mean we stay there. And I always want to encourage this collective never to go ahead and say two wrongs make it right. No. It's basically just leave justice to the creator. But I want to say you're being asked to go ahead and stand in your ground, to go ahead and speak your truth, but not saying that you shouldn't have a debate, because it's always about debate, but listening to the others. But basically, if you feel that you're being challenged or people are just coming at you and they just want to go ahead and maybe tell you about how you live your life is wrong, or just anything that you feel that would upset you. But it's like there's a knowing, because everyone should have a certain knowing as to what is a correct way and a wrong way to say something. So yes, I want to leave it at that. That basically you need to go ahead and ground yourself and know that you don't always have to say something or speak up. I'm getting that you need to observe right now. Watch. And I'm also getting that you let someone go ahead and do what they do. Basically, you need not intervene, because each person or individual and how they act or go based on how they do things. There will be a time, if it's really done in a negative or wrong way, confirmation on the commercial, that the results that they get later on in life will definitely, I want to say, maybe be a wake-up call as to saying, you know what, maybe I don't see things the right way, or like, how can I say this? Sometimes something's gotta hit the fan to find out. You know what I mean? But yes, I want to say right now, it is about you just speaking love to yourself as well. And what are you saying to yourself? Are you talking highly of yourself? Because your words do matter. And if you find yourself not in a good place right now, and you're constantly saying, you know, I'm just always getting the shitty end of the stick, or you know what, I'm always just going up, and then when I go up, it's like something knocks me back down. But again, guys, I'm trying to get you guys to know that it is about how you view it. Everything that happens is an experience. But rather than speaking negative on yourself, which has built a momentum, and it's just like, how would I get counterclockwise? So it's just like you feel that it's going back. But we're going to transmute it to say that what you felt was the step back. Or if you felt that you weren't able to say something at that right moment, and you felt that maybe it put you in a certain spot because maybe you feel like you lost an opportunity, or you had a perfect moment to really say something that you felt that you were called to say. Well, nothing was lost and nothing was wasted, but it's just like now at this moment to come into your power and really just allow yourself to build the momentum and change your mindset and say, even if I feel like this is a setback, my mind knows that this is what happens when you pull an arrow back and you propel forward. So it is about now speaking nothing but beautiful things. I'm hearing play with all the colors. Or maybe you should surround yourself with more color, because if you think about it, when we're kids and we were in elementary, we were surrounded by all of these different colors. And as you go up higher in grade, the colors disappear. So it's like the message is coming through. True could be significant, the number two, but it's coming through to me in a sense of find the color. Because the color never disappears, because you are the colors. You are everything, is what it's giving. And I want to say that there is a form of a speed or something happening right now. Or you may feel that time is going by fast. And you may feel like, what is it that I'm doing? Or maybe you're just finding yourself, if you are not working or doing anything, and you just find yourself maybe like wanting to go forward doing something, writing a book, or you took off time to go ahead and achieve whatever it is that your dream is. Well, I'm hearing that you need to go ahead and find the willpower. And it's not lowercase w. They're giving me a capital W, because even the word will, on how you say it, it is about the will, capital, to go ahead and put forth that will. It can sometimes be, it is progress whenever you're in your mind. And the fact that you have a certain mindset to want to change, or to just always want to level up, that is progress within itself. But the next step of progress is the action. And in the action, that is when you come really like, are you going to be consistent? Or is this just like a 1 week thing? It's just like, how bad do you want something? But speak into the things that you create. If you can talk bad about yourself or see yourself in a negative way, then this video found you for you to at least know that it is not the case of whatever circumstances you are in, but it is the experience you are living. And you can go ahead and choose the mindset of how you want to be in that experience. So if you could talk down about yourself and have allowed that moment to build up, let's put an end to it right now and say, I'm going to go ahead and give this a chance to know that, you know what, maybe things may happen in life, but I'm still going to have faith to talk good about myself. I know that where I am now does not mean that I have to stay here. And do I have to put in the step forward to go ahead and be successful? Yes. But it is not saying it in work or what you think it is. It is saying maybe you might have to work or do something that you don't want to do for a time period. But save that money or use it to go ahead and take you out of something so that you can go ahead and invest into something that you want to do, or go ahead and save that money and go ahead and take time off from work to go ahead and figure out what you want to do. But the time is now for you basically to now speak and walk, is how I'm going to interpret it. So let's pull a card and see what wants to come out. I want to say that there is heavy red, heavy blue. Actually, did I shuffle it? I don't think I did, but I'm going to shuffle it because I don't want to just try it. And yes, I'm not the best shuffler, but I do my best, guys. And I have big hands too, so I'm just like, left. Bottom of the deck, the Fool though. So take a leap of faith. You don't have to know the results. You just simply have to have faith and believe. And even if people call you the Fool is actually one of the strongest, I want to say it is the strongest card. Confirmation of the commercial. You can call it coincidence, or it could just be like, are there really coincidences? You know what I mean? I love lavender tea, by the way. I love it. So maybe more loving. It's like, nourish your voice. And maybe you were always told, be quiet. Maybe you were always told, it's okay if they say something, they're the adult, you need to respect them, hush your mouth. And it's like, maybe even if you had to say something and you were so angry and you said something out of anger, that is divine. But again, two wrongs don't make a right, and it doesn't mean that you have to stay there. But it's just like, I'm getting someone who's tired of being told to be quiet. I'm getting someone who is just fed up with seeing the mistreatment of others. For this person in this reading, I want to say you speak up for all of those around you and for those who cannot speak for themselves. But I am getting that there is a form of irritation, or a form of where you once saw magic, and it's just like the magic is not as potent as it once was. But I want to say you are very powerful. You just maybe have to go ahead and allow these emotions of whatever it is that you're feeling. Because if you truly want to level up, guys, you have to understand there is no manual in life. You have to want to go ahead and just say, you know what, even this pain that I feel is an experience. And from what we know, when we die, whether you chose to say that there was an afterlife or not, if there was not, and you lived your whole life talking down about yourself, or just saying, oh, pain is this and that, but you passed away, then it's like you did not live a fulfilled life. You were miserable, you were angry, you were sad. Even if there was still nothing after when we died, and you went through life still believing, having faith, and whatever it is that you went and searched and discovered for yourself and applied it and said, you know what, no, I still believe and have hope. But when you died and there was nothing, at least you had found magic in whatever time you had here. You found a reason to go forward, to laugh and say, you know what, this was an experience, and you know what, I can only learn from it. Because when I lose, I still win. And it's also coming through to me in a sense of there's so much more than whatever it is that you think that we are in. Everyone is able to go ahead and attain the things that they want in life. However, you are on a certain journey that your soul chose to come here, I feel at least, to go ahead and want to experience. But again, don't compare yourself or put yourself in other people's shoes, or how someone is doing a certain thing that may be similar to what you're doing. Do it in your own way. But always know that the source, the one you call God, has enough for everyone. Dios tiene para todos. So just know that the right people or the right circumstances will always come to you. And know that you are never separated from the source, because we have never been separated. We are the source. So we are creators. So I'm also getting that Thursday needs to step out of this comfort zone. Again, take the leap of faith and go forward on something that it is that you want. Because if you're going through life and finding things to be upset or negative about, I'm not going to lie, that is a hard process. Because again, it's like if you're on a diet and you're wanting to lose weight, but then we get the temptations or these things inside of us like, ugh, you know, I just feel so bothered, I'm just hurt, and it's just like you end up procrastinating, getting stuck, doom scrolling. That is when you need to find the consistency to be strong and say, you know what, no, let me calm myself. Let me take a deep breath in for 4 seconds. Hold for 7 seconds. No, sorry, hold for 8 seconds. And then release for 7 seconds. Take yourself outside and ground. Put your phone away. Even if it's 5-10 minutes and you build yourself up. But remember, you were the one in this avatar. You were the one in this body. You were the one who controls how to move it or what you're going to do. But it's about now knowing to find the strength. If you really want to go forward and however it is that you want to go. Confirmation, imagine. Guys, I'm going to say definitely the number 2 is also coming through with balance. So I just want to say that this is a magical era. And you could choose to see it as a magical way of just speaking and just knowing that as long as you spoke good, it doesn't necessarily mean that it has to find you in that way in your manifestations, because it comes to us in the most unusual, unique ways, to where it's like keep an open mind. Because if you're so stuck on a certain idea or a certain way of how you want something, you're not allowing the universe, God, source, to really surprise you in all the best ways. So remember, you can have manifestations, have dreams, but don't limit those dreams either to what it is that you are truly meant to be, or what you might find yourself loving as you go along the way in this journey. And with the pyramid, I'm also getting 20, well, the number 3, but since I said 2 and 3, it's giving me the number 23 could be significant. And I want to say for this, how I'm going to interpret it is there is maybe someone on the other side who has passed. I'm getting a male, and I'm getting someone who was in their early 30s, mid 30s. I'm getting the initial with the letter M and Q. And I want to say that they guide you or they watch you, and maybe you think of them, but the moment you start crying, it's kind of like a movie where it's just like they're right there next to you. So know that they're guiding you and that you are definitely loved and protected in this journey. So yeah. but the number 5 too. So basically, you guys could be seeing the number 2, 3, or 5. Okay, let's go into it. Confirmation on the commercial. How weird. Maybe the name is Mario because Mario Lopez just came out. Imagine. But we have the Knight of Swords that just came out. And this is going to be our significator card, guys, which means that pretty much you have an idea of how to go forward or what you want to do. It's like you have this maybe motivation that hits you and then it leaves. But again, it is about you training your mind and like using your voice to go ahead and create. But now walk with your voice as far as doing the action and not just saying things. I want to say that there's something for you to go ahead and put your money where your mouth is. Hey, no, imagine. No, but basically, bet on yourself. It's like you have this thing you really want to succeed. I want to say that you have a very beautiful heart too. I want to say that you want to go ahead and maybe provide for those around you, and that is beautiful. But what I'm getting to is all of this is possible and capable for you, but you have to want to go ahead and achieve it. Not for anyone else, and I'm not saying it in a negative way, I'm saying in a sense of for yourself, because what you want, you are deserving of, and you are able to get, but it's about you knowing that you are deserving of it, but that you love yourself to know that you deserve it. And then, yes, you can provide for those around you, but it's about knowing that you're here in this time to be whole and know that everything is within inside yourself, but to go ahead and ultimately live life for you on your ideals of how you want to be, but with love for yourself. You should always want to succeed and go forward for the love of yourself because you are worthy. You are deserving. So right now, guys, I want to say, take the action. I do want to say that you have taken action, but right now, it's just like, don't get stuck with the unmotivation. Find the motivation. Find the way. Oh, how weird. We got the Ace of the Wands to the sides. The number 1 here. And this is pretty much saying, this is the time for you to basically be the alpha. Be the leader. And remember, it's not about saying that you have to go ahead and lead people or be like, oh, like very arrogant. It's about saying, no, you can be humble and kind, but a leader does the right thing even when no one is looking. A leader speaks for those who do not speak for themselves. A leader will have the best interest for the whole rather than just a certain portion. And with the magical wand, it's kind of giving me like the manifestations, or it's like you create reality. So as you step out of your comfort zone, it may seem like it's scary or fearful because we're stepping out of our comfort zone and we're not sure what is going to happen or out there, but it's just like you have to leave your comfort zone to keep evolving and keep growing. You're taking the lead. And I want to say whatever you're doing, it is original. Oh my gosh, we got the 10 of Pentacles to the side as well. So 1, and numerology, guys, okay? 1 and 0, which is 10, is 1. And then with the 1 here, that's right in front of you guys. That's number 2. So we do have 2 here, which is giving me foundation and balance. But this is basically saying you have... Okay, so I want to say find the color now because you have... I want to say quantum leap or shifted. And it's just like you have done the healing. And it's not saying, oh, I'm healed because I've healed, because I don't think it works like that. I feel like we go through this time period of where we're sad or we just hurt or we just go through these our emotions again, feeling it. But to a certain point, as the days go on, either you start to get like, well, nothing's changed, or like, I haven't heard from this person, so it's just like, I'm still sad, but it's like days keep going on, and then you finally find a thing to say where you're not over it, but like you're over to where you're now going forward. Basically, keep going forward. And it's just like, whatever this was an ending of maybe you've gone a separation of a long relationship, or maybe you have financial problems, or maybe there is a sickness that you are dealing with. But I want to say that whatever you're dealing with, it is now the complete end to where it is no longer doing counterclockwise, it is doing clockwise because you have done and you, I want to say, have gotten the lessons. And even though you have knowledge, you know that you could have several answers. There could be several answers to things, but that doesn't mean confirmation that you have to go ahead and say that you know it all. Or just because you feel that you know it all doesn't mean that you should cut yourself out from living an experience or cheat yourself from living an experience. The bottom of the deck, we have the number 14, which is the Temperance. So pretty much, I want to say that maybe you're tired of being told to be patient. Maybe you're tired of saying, when is this going to happen for me? When is it going to be my moment? And I want to say, because this is always a message for me, is patience, temperance. But then again, I don't really feel temperance can be applied in different ways. But okay. It means basically balance. Doing things in moderation, patience. I want to say there's something with the word moderation. So maybe you're doing something too much and excessive right now. But basically, from here, I think it's a perfect confirmation as to what I was meaning, because it's just like you're going through all these days and the days are passing by. And I'm going to use it in this scenario. Let's just say that you got walked out on in a relationship and you're heartbroken, you're sad. It could take months, years sometimes. But don't feel like those years were lost or wasted if you felt like you went through maybe school or something and you dropped out of that school because it's just like you couldn't handle it. And it's just like you got knocked out of something that felt fulfilling, something that was really content or make you happy or make you felt seen or heard, and that was taken away from you. But it's just like now in this time period, you have done the time to heal, to work, and know that, you know what, maybe I am not healed, but maybe I've just learned to live with it. But you have still found a reason to keep going. You have still found a reason to find the good and to believe, to be optimistic. But I do want to say right now is the number, how weird, because we did say 5. 14 is 5. Underneath this one was the 9 of Wands. And I'll leave it at that. So I want to say, maybe you feel that you're going through it. And however, because under patience, it was this one, the 9 of Wands. So whatever you've gone through, you've had the courage and persistence, faith, resilience, and you're still standing big. It's about knowing that now at this point, if you are starting over on a different foundation, you feel like, you know what, I'm at rock bottom. Like, sure, let me hear this reading, see what it does. Listen to me, guys. I do this for a living in my hometown, and I'm not saying it in a wrong way. I'm just saying that you have to find the love for yourself. You're not going to have all the answers. You don't have to have all the answers. But you do have control of where you go in life. And yes, you may start off somewhere where you don't want to be. But use everything around you. Be creative. And the moment you start doing things in love and doing it because you love it and it's because it fulfills you, that is when you find that you find an abundance of everything. And abundance is not just money. It is health. It is love. It is financial. It is everything. But basically, what has come against you has now come to an end for me. And it's not saying that you're going to go in this next cycle of life without any issues, but it's like now saying you have the knowledge and the voice to speak your truth. You have the knowledge and wisdom to know how to handle certain situations or know that you have gone through things. And now you can use your voice as the colorful rainbow magic aura, which is a strong frequency, to go ahead and maybe tell your story. And use what has come against you to show other people that, you know what, this happened to me, and you know what, this is where I am. This is how I made it out. I'm saying, whoever this is for, whatever you're going for, or whatever it is that you want to do, I want to say that you're going to go ahead and it's going to help a lot of people. I'm picking up on certain energies of saying perhaps maybe you didn't have the best parental figures or you lacked in that. And that very gift of what you lacked is because you're meant to do it in a totally different way and be that gift of what you lacked. So I'm going to leave it at that, guys. I hope this message helps you for where you are at right now. And again, you are infinite. You are divine. And don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Till next time, stargazers. Thank you. Oh, wait. Oh, we forgot to pull an angel number. Okay. So I just want to pull an angel number real quick and see what wants to come through. Okay. We got 111, and I did say 3. Okay, guys, which is numerology, which is 3. But I did say we could be seeing 2, 3, or 5. So we're gonna take this as a confirmation, as destiny. Oh my God! So your name could be Destiny too. And it says, follow what you feel. Listen as your intuition helps to guide you to what you are manifesting. And how weird, guys. This whole reading that we talked about at the beginning was about how your manifestations are coming in. More convenience, that's what she was going to say. Boots. But yes, the inner whispers are helping you to create all that is. The inner whispers are helping you to create all that is that you desire. And remember, be open to how it comes in, guys. Don't just have a closed mind. Just know that if you're asking for something, it's going to come to you in the way that you need. And again, it's just be open. Do not judge a book by its cover is what I'm hearing. Listen, lean in, and follow your soul. So in other words, you could hear other people, but it's not about listening to other people at the end of the day. It's about going with what feels good to you, listening to how you feel about other things. And the way that you know when to apply it with other things in life is if you want to be treated a certain way, then do unto others as you would have do unto you. Your affirmation is, life is always happening for me. I am allowing myself to lean in to what feels good. And I'm getting take that step forward, guys, into the unknown. Because if you want more and you feel that it's there for you, it is there for you. But if you want more, you have to leave what you're comfortable in. You have to leave that comfort zone. And know that as you leave this comfort zone, to go ahead and seek more. You're going to go ahead and discover much more. And all these obstacles that came against you, it was not to go ahead and destroy you. But if anything, now you know it was preparation. It has now given you knowledge on how to go forward into the unknown. Thank you so much, stargazers. Till next time.